But remember, turn down the. Oops. Hi, I'm your host Oraldo for It's Tejano Time, and
And I'm Nemo with Tejano USA.
and you're watching Tejano Talk.
Tejano Talk
Hey,
it is.
you know what? I think I actually flashed on there first, and before I
Flash?
put
What
the
does that mean,
timer.
flash? Exactly. What are you talking about?
I didn't know we were going live, and then I said, "Whoops, I forgot. We got to do the timer." Try to be professional, or if we edited the show, I could just edit that part out. But
There you go.
yeah.
But we don't
So
we don't do editing, right?
nope, we don't edit. Probably should. Maybe in the future I will. But I'm back. I don't know if everybody
Yo,
knew I was in Toronto last week. This past
no,
week.
you kept it all to yourself.
I
How'd that go?
did I really? It
Yeah,
was
yeah.
good. It was cold. We had the first snow there, like that, and I had some of the best sleep I've had in a long time there. So I really
Because
because there's an hour difference. So here when it was 10:30 there, it was 9:30 here, but I still went to bed at 10:30. Does that make sense?
yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
So I had an
Did you
extra
go with your
hour.
family?
No, it was just me and
Okay.
a friend and a coworker of mine.
That's probably why,
Yeah,
because you're
yeah,
having a
probably.
honeydews, right?
Yes, exactly. I got a
There you go.
break from the wifey, stuff. But
Good.
yeah.
Good for
Oh,
you.
guess what? Guess what happened? My
It
wife got
snowed.
COVID while I was gone.
Ouch.
Yeah, so my daughter didn't get to go to Brownie. She didn't do
Oh,
her last two soccer games, you know,
oh.
so she missed out on
So
that
y'all
too.
don't have like other family members that could take her? Maybe somebody from the
No.
other team or nothing like that? Really?
Well, I have a sister-in-law and a brother-in-law, but they're no help. They're
Got it.
always too busy when we call them. Even
Well, how
though
about?
we do a lot of babysitting for them, they never reciprocate.
Oh, they're
Oh
those
wait,
people.
wait,
They're that couple.
yes, yes, they are.
Got it.
I did. We did. They did say they would do it once, and they said, "Okay, we'll give you 2 hours." So we had to go to a movie slash dinner
In two
place
hours.
in 2 hours.
It, is your baby girl that hard to take care of, or what, what's going on? Are they single?
Uh,
Or are they parents, or
no,
what?
they have two kids, two older kids,
So,
and my daughter. Yes,
wow, that's crazy. 2 hours,
yes,
and
and I
then
think
you babysit for them.
uh, not anymore. I tell
Not
them
anymore.
no. I tell my wife. I say, don't ever say yes without asking me, because this is BS. You know. I mean, we've done a lot for them. Like my brother-in-law, he wanted to go to SMU to get some education so he can get a new job, and it was for like 9 weeks, and we sat at least once or twice a week for 9 weeks.
Wow, and they couldn't
And
return the favor.
and they said, "Oh, we'll owe you." I said,
So you
"When?"
don't tell them, "Hey, I'm cashing in," or nothing like that. Hey, cash in and
Well, I'm not gonna say I'm cashing it in. I'm not that kind of guy. I said, "Can you babysit?" And I asked them like 3 months ago because we
mhm.
went to who was that? That comedian, Paul Rodriguez. And I asked him like 2 or 3 months prior to that. They said, "Well, ask us when we're closer." And they said, "Oh, you can't. I'm on call or something like that." And I go,
How about the wife?
"That's who said that."
Oh, oh,
Her husband won't babysit our daughter with their kids,
yeah.
apparently.
Well, yeah. Well, I don't blame that.
So I don't know. Hey, you know what? We have a guest, don't we?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes.
We do, we do.
And do you want to introduce our guest? Oh, wait, wait,
Well,
wait. Before our guest, we forgot.
but wait, there's more.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Well, there's always more. Remember, what we have to do?
Oh, you're gonna tell them about the plug, about the subscribe button and the bell?
Subscribe on YouTube, right? Click the button. Yeah. Did you like that transition again?
Yeah,
Okay. I'm gonna
it,
start looking for newer ones and see if I can get an animated one. But
I think that was
this.
good.
Okay.
I
And
think you're
you
all right.
notice your head's cut off. That's why you gotta
Yeah,
sit up.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Appreciate that.
You were complaining about that the other day, so
I gotta go
let's
up.
let's not do that. And also, if they want to contact us, they can contact me, Buddy
Bam.
at yeah, exactly Buddy at ItsTejanoTime.com. And
Nemo6753 at yahoo.com.
all right, Yahoo, Yahoo. Okay. All right. So Nemo, you want to introduce our guest?
She needs no introduction. She's a local favorite. She has a top internet radio show, and she's a real Tejano supporter in all kinds of ways. And we'll find out today what
All
kind of
right. And
support
we
she actually
have
does.
MC Smiley.
What's up, everybody? How are y'all tonight?
Yeah, I don't know. Do we have? Oh, we already have some comments, but we'll
Hey,
save those for a little
Awesome.
bit. All
we,
right.
so
But
so real quick, Smiley, were you a chola or something? Where did that come from, Smiley? La Smiley or what's up with that?
So, me and my husband have a mutual friend. He plays drums. He's an amazing drummer, and he's played with several different bands, even Tejano. He started with Tormenta years ago. I think he was
oh
like
wow.
12 years old
That's an
when he
old
was
name.
playing. Yeah, so he
Yes.
was playing with them. Anyway, he started playing in a country band here locally, and he used to play at this local bar, and so we went, and I kept going to the. Can I say bar?
You can
I
say
kept going
bar.
to the bar, and the bartender's like, "Girl, I can't remember your name, so I'm just gonna call you Smiley." And I was like, "Okay," and it just kind of stuck.
Sweet. Yeah. I mean, you're always smiling. I agree with him there. So that's perfect. I just thought maybe you were in a gang back in the day and you just kept the name. Yeah.
No, I
One of
Wait,
the
am.
cholas.
she doesn't have those painted
Hey,
eyebrows
hey,
or
you
anything
know,
like
back
that.
in the day, she probably settled down.
No,
Well,
I
she was
actually originally from
tattooed.
Stephenville,
Remember?
Texas.
Oh,
You're originally
okay.
from Stephenville?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Where
there's
is
no
So
that?
gangs over. There's no gangs over there.
there's
They're
no
just,
gangs.
they're
There's
just
just a
pickup
lot of
trucks.
roping. Yeah.
There's a lot of pickup trucks. Yeah, with these American flags on them. I'm sure.
Where is Stephenville, Texas?
Charlton State University.
No, but
Do you
where
know
is
where that
that?
is?
No.
It's going towards Abilene. Yeah,
Oh,
I think
okay.
it's like
So
about an
west.
hour. Yeah, I don't know
Okay.
my north. I mean, yeah.
Abilene's that was a good one. Good icon.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah.
Abilene
So yeah.
Christian. Yeah, so-
Yes.
Okay, so I have I just met you today, and
Yeah. So
so
nice
you
to
are
meet
with.
you.
Well, nice to meet you too. So you're with Texican Internet Radio, and
Yes.
this is a radio show that you and your husband started.
So yeah, we actually started the station about 5, 6 years ago. No, I take that back. The next year will be our 10-year anniversary.
Ten
Wow.
Oh,
years. 10
Yeah.
congratulations!
years.
Yeah, 10. I just realized that. Yeah. Yeah. So we've had it, 10 years. It's crazy,
Wow.
huh? It doesn't seem that long, right, Nemo?
Wow. No.
Yeah.
You know,
I
I met her.
know.
I met them. There was a little group of them. They were with this other internet radio station, and they were all a little corner. They were a little clique and everything. And I was back there. I was taking pictures of them, and they were real friendly. The whole crew was real friendly and stuff. They were real nice and stuff. And then little before I knew it, they had split up. The
Yeah.
group had split up in half, and I said,
Yeah.
wondering what happened, and then they started going out on their own, and she's a real big supporter, and we'll get into that here a little bit.
Okay. When you said that, I had a picture in mind. I was thinking of 3 or 4 people in the corner with the boom box right here. We're internet
No,
radio.
no, they didn't have the internet radio back then. They were just a little clique.
10 years
Well,
ago,
they
yes,
were
they
on the
did.
other internet radio,
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
and they had instead of the boombox, they had buckets.
Oh,
Buckets of
buckets.
beer. Yeah, they always have buckets of
That's true,
beer.
right?
Yeah,
Okay.
and they have always have a little posse with them too. So,
Okay.
yeah.
So is it hard? Was it hard for you to start up your internet radio?
We did learn from the other internet radio stations, so we appreciate them. But yeah, for us to start our own, it was hard in the beginning because we had to gain our own following. But little did we know that we already had our own following. We already had favorites, and a lot of them were out of San Antonio. So I always say, and Ram always tells me, he's like, we didn't start in San Antonio. I was like, I know, but a lot of our big following was out of San Antonio. And to this day, so when COVID hit, it took a big hit on at least us. I don't know about the other internet radio stations, but at least us, because what we did, aside from just having an internet radio station, and aside from doing events for the Tejano industry, we also did a lot of charitable events. And that we worked out of a lot of, which I know sounds bad, but we worked out of a lot of bars that we had a lot of following at, and they always supported everything that we did. We did from feeding the families toys, the toy drives. We did funeral, raising funds for funerals. So we did a lot, and so when COVID hit, it just took a big hit on us, and so we kind of stopped. We didn't have that sponsorship because the bars not only were supporting us and doing what we did, but they were also our sponsors. Chuitos was actually one of our biggest sponsors back in the day. We worked together because we started kind of at the same time and build each other up to be able to do what we were doing. So yeah, it took a big hit on us. So now, to say that was it hard in the beginning? It was a little bit, but not that hard.
But it was fun, I'm sure, because
Yes,
it was a party every time y'all went anywhere. So it was just like, all right, so where's the party at? Wherever Texican's going to be at, there's a party's going to be there. So yeah.
So you have a couple of sponsors now. That helped
I
you
do.
afterwards? Do you want to give a
Yes.
shout out to them?
Definitely. I have two sponsors that we're building back up. So yeah, definitely big shout out there to Riverside Barbershop. Amazing barbers out there. They also are now starting their own barber and beauty school, which is pretty cool because a lot of barbers, you're either a barber or you're not. And a beauty school, you're either a beauty school or you're, in the beauty school you do like nails, hair, makeup, all other stuff. Well, with him, they are going to be able to merge the two. So if you started in barbering and you want to switch over to the beauty part, you can. You don't have, and you won't lose any of the, I guess, the tuition. So that's pretty cool. Yeah. So they're still building. They're still building the building for the school. So that's Riverside Barbershop, and then of course Route 67th out of Alvarado, Texas. They're a little restaurant out there. They bring out a lot of country bands like Kevin Fowler, Joey Green. Joey Green's a local guy, but they bring out Kevin Fowler. They were thinking about bringing Co Witzel, but that's going to be mayhem if they do that.
Who's the last one?
Co Witzel. They were wanting to bring out Co Witzel, but they're like, yeah, we don't think it's a good idea because Co Witzel's. Have you not ever heard of Co Witzel? He's a New Texas country music man. He is amazing. Got to look him up on YouTube.
So why was it crazy? Like, does he bring a thuggish crowd in or what? A younger crowd?
He brings in a rowdy crowd, a younger crowd, but his music is just. If you like New Texas music, it's really good. Got to look him up. Check him out. He's also from Eastland, I believe.
Eastland,
Texas, yeah.
Nemo, I don't think you know this, but I wanted to be a barber that was my plan C.
Oh, wow.
My plan A was, according to my parents, was to be a doctor. But I didn't want to be a doctor. I always wanted to be a teacher. But if I wasn't a teacher, I wanted to be a barber. Yeah, but, I don't need it now. I still do my hair.
Yeah, every morning.
Oh, my gosh.
Yes, I do. Well, I do it once a week now. Well, back in the day, I used to spend 45 minutes on my hair every day.
Oh, wow. I did check out a video.
Yeah.
I used to have a Hollywood flat top and like this. It was like 2 or 3 inches. And I did my own hair back in the day. But I think I shared this story with y'all, with you, Nemo, that I got a bad haircut, so I just shaved it.
Yeah.
I said, damn, I still look good.
Yeah.
So, I said,
Yeah,
there
you
goes
do.
the hair.
You look real good.
Now I save time and money.
Right?
Right?
Do it
Yeah,
yourself.
exactly.
So, as long,
You go ahead.
no, I would say as long as your wife thinks you look good, that's all that matters, man.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I mean, she
So,
met me with my hair shaved, so she always my daughter and my wife said, why don't you go?" I said, "No, it's not going to happen. I like it shaved." So do you want to check the what do we
the
call it? The
chat room?
chat? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Check the chat room.
Okay, let's see who we have. We got Bobby. Hey, Bobby. It's another nice show. And Alfredo. Have we had Alfredo?
Alfredo
Oh
thing's
yeah, we
new.
have.
Oh, did we?
No, no, Alfredo. Remember the lone Mexican?
Oh, oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah. And then
Hashtag.
Sam's back. Hey, Sam. I'm glad to
Sam's
hear
like a
from you.
P1. He's like always here, always supporting us. We
Yes.
He's
appreciate
faithful,
Sam.
huh?
Yeah, yeah.
Yep. And let's see who else we got. Alfredo said, "Hello, Smiley."
What's up, Alfredo? How are you?
Whoops! I forgot to transition because the sides are going right over Nemo's face. Sorry, Nemo. Let's get it back under. All right. Let's see who else. Hey, you can help me read these, Nemo. Remember, I don't have my glasses, so
Well,
it's
I
kind of
just
hard.
flash him up there. It says hello,
Okay.
Smiley, but you already said that.
Let's see.
And then
Sam
Sam said
said
What's
hello,
up,
Smiley.
Sam?
From San
from San
Angelo.
Angelo. That,
From
that's
San
Smiley.
Angelo.
You currently live out of Fort Worth?
I actually live in Burleson.
Oh, in Berlin. Wait, isn't
Yeah,
that
we
close
live
to
out
Fort
here in
Worth?
Burleson. Yeah, it's about what, maybe 20 minutes from Fort
Okay.
Worth. Yeah, it's
All
the
right.
south side of Fort Worth.
Okay.
Burleson. Oh, it's over there by. I always get Burleson and Benbrook mixed up, but yeah, over there. Okay. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what?
By Hughley. By Hughley Hospital, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
I was thinking HEB, Houston, Earlison,
Well,
Bedford.
there's a HEB in Burleson. Yes.
Okay. No, I meant the HEB since Houston,
Like
Oh,
Hearst,
okay.
Euless,
Hearst,
and
Euless,
Bedford.
Bedford.
Yeah, like that. But yeah, well, we finally are getting a HEB here in North Texas, right? I think there's
Yeah.
one coming out in Frisco. Oh, at least closer to me, I guess. Let's see what else we got here. Let's see.
Is that it?
No, there's a couple. I can't read it all, Nemo. I told
Well,
you.
put 'em
Okay,
on
well,
the
there's
screen,
a
okay?
Daniel Rodriguez. I don't know what this says.
Oh.
Go Wetzel is great. I don't know what that is.
Oh, that was
Yes,
the country
yeah.
guy he just talked about.
Oh,
He just
that's
talked about.
Okay.
Daniel is actually DJ Create. DJ Create.
Oh.
That's the one you might want to talk to. He actually used to DJ back in the day at the Hana Boom.
I don't know where Town of Boom is.
See,
Is
yeah,
that Fort Worth?
yeah.
Yes.
I've-
I
I've
forget
been-
your number.
I've been out of the industry for 25 years.
Well,
And
that was
so-
like, yeah. I think it was probably about 15 years ago, maybe.
Okay.
So, so Create went to a concert, and you know what? Every time I do my show on Tuesdays, he's my loyal.
He's your P1. Got it.
Yeah.
He's
So
like our
every
Sam.
time, yeah. So every time I do my show, and today when I posted about my show, he texts me and he's like, "You know what to play." So him and Jennifer Pena back in the day when she did a concert, I guess here in Fort Worth. She waved at him and he says, "We had a moment." I was like, "Shut up."
Yeah.
So
Oh, you
anything
know-
for Jennifer Pena that I play for him, he's happy.
I had the same moment with Selena, I might add.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That
Oh, you
is-
know what?
and-
First
I
time I saw
remember
her in Corpus.
I
Yeah.
I remember seeing Selena at Tejano Rodeo one time, and I was up front taking pictures, and I just like, did my nose to her, and she sticks her tongue out at me, like that. So I'll always remember. She got like that and smile. Okay, we got let's see, Andy.
I was sleeping. You guys are still live.
Yeah, thanks. Oh, guess what?
Why?
My brother,
Why? Yeah.
Tejano Joe.
Dr. Joe.
No, Dr.
Yeah,
Joe.
why was
Tejano
Andy
Joe.
sleeping?
Dr.
What's going on? Is it the show boring? What's going on? Did we put you to sleep? How does Smiley put you to sleep? It's
Like she's
possible.
not as entertaining.
All right, let's see. Sam said, I saw my name. Said, buddy, y'all are just getting an HEB. We got two here. Yeah, well, that's, well, he's
Yeah,
from like,
I think that. Yeah,
further south is more
Yeah.
HEB country.
Yeah,
All right.
definitely.
Oops. All right.
and they're beloved all over Texas. I mean, especially around
I-
San Antonio. in Corpus, they're big time, and everybody loves
H.
the fact they're coming this way.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to because I went to College Station with my brother-in-law, and we like to smoke brisket. And we went to an HEB over there, and they have
Is that legal?
yes. And we went to HEB, and they have prime brisket, and it's already
Cooked for you.
yeah, it's already cut for me. I don't have to trim it and stuff like that. And so, I wish we had one up here, and now we're starting to
You
get
just
one.
made yourself hungry, huh?
Yes, you're right. I just did. Yeah, I smoked a brisket 2 weeks ago, and it's about time I do another one. I was hoping I'm going to A&M this weekend to. I was hoping my brother-in-law would smoke a turkey, but he said he's not. It's gonna be too much trouble.
For Thanksgiving.
Oh well, for Thanksgiving. So I sent him a recipe through YouTube. I said, "Here's how to do it, dude." And I want to do it. So, what do you do for Thanksgiving? Are you hosting it?
No, you know what? Ram always hates when I say that, but I don't cook.
Really?
Ram does all the cooking for me. I mean, and I told him just the other day, I was like, dude, if something was to ever happen to you, I would like be so skinny and die because I am so picky about my food, right? And I always, we go to different restaurants and I'm like, it looked good, but it doesn't taste good. He's like, you're so picky. I was like, you know what? I only eat the stuff that you cook, or if we go to a restaurant, he'll order something for me, or I'll order it and then he'll taste it and he's like, yeah, you're gonna like it. So I don't even know what I like. He tells me what I
So, what's your
like.
favorite restaurants to go to? What's your go-to restaurant?
Here?
Well,
Yeah.
in general.
Yeah.
Um,
What's a restaurant you visit every week?
Is it Route 69? Is that the name of it?
No, that's a bar.
Route 67.
67. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I got a bad
it's
memory.
okay. You know what? I really don't have a fave here. I
No, nothing really.
not here. But when we go to San Antonio, no, hombre, shut up.
Yeah,
They've got so
yeah,
many
well,
restaurants out
yeah,
there that
right.
definitely out
Fort
there.
Worth- Nothing. Dos Molinas, Chuy's.
You know, there's a restaurant that my daughter had introduced us to, and it's off of Seminary, I believe. It's called Las
Fuentes?
Fuentes. Yes.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's
Oh
it.
my God.
That
That is so
yeah, that's
good.
one I used to go to every week. Menudo. The menudo is the best there.
Yes.
Period.
Yes.
Period.
You
Yeah.
know, so I like menudo, but when I say I like menudo, I don't like all the meat and everything. So back in the day when Chuitos was open, I'd call Jesse and I'm like, hey, you have menudo? He's like, yeah. And I was like, well, he's like, if you're gonna come, I'll separate it because I don't eat the meat. I just eat the hominy and the juice.
That's,
So it's so
yeah.
hard to find a restaurant that will do that.
Well, okay, so here's the deal. We do the same thing. My wife doesn't like the menudo, the meat either. So I'll
Uh-huh.
get a large one and we get extra hominy and she'll get chicken. So it's kind of like a pozole for her. So
Oh,
we
really?
kind of share it and it's a win-win because I get menudo,
Yeah.
she gets that. It's just a win-win. So, and yeah, we get it from Fuentes. That's the best overall.
Yeah, it is good. It's really, really good.
Now, when I used to live in Fort Worth, there was a restaurant called Sammy's. It was in Northside.
A
Yeah,
barbecue?
No. It was a Mexican restaurant. It was a hole in the wall, but they were
Yeah.
open like late into the
Yeah,
early
that's
morning.
that was the old Frankie's Ice House.
Oh,
That's where I met
yeah.
y'all.
Yes.
That's where I met
Yeah.
y'all.
Oh, really?
Frankie's
Okay.
Ice House. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. They closed
No,
that
it
one
was
down.
it was Sammy's first, right?
It was Sammy's for the longest time, probably about
Right.
it was for a long time. And yeah, you're
Okay.
right. Everybody would go after the dances and stuff over there.
Yeah, that's where I
And,
took Paul Rodriguez.
and they sold steaks and stuff.
Yeah, it was good food. It was the only restaurant that was open, and when I was taking care of Paul Rodriguez, that's the restaurant I took
Here
her
we
to.
go with the name dropping.
Sorry.
Here we go with the name dropping.
Sorry.
Paul Rodriguez. I took
Yeah.
Paul Rodriguez over there.
I took a Paul Rodriguez. Hey, we're like this.
We're
Hey,
gonna
Yeah.
have to find you a new name drop every week.
okay.
Oh, he doesn't
your
have to find
challenge.
anything. He doesn't find anything because he will. He has them every time.
Well, I did meet Alex Ramundo. You know who he is?
Some washed up
Alex
comedian.
He's the redneck Mexican.
He used to do a lot of the movie intros back in the day, right? Right.
For what movies?
like any movie, like coming to a theater near you. This guy was doing this. Yeah, yeah. You should see
I
his
don't
stuff.
know.
It's pretty funny.
I don't know.
It was funny
Say,
back then.
do you know his sister? It's Margot
Margot
Raimondo.
Raimondo.
Margot, yes. I always wondered that, and when I saw him in Vegas, hey Nemo, did you know I went to Vegas?
And there he goes again.
Well, when I went
We
to
should do
Vegas,
shots. I think it should be the game. We do shots every time he
Right?
brags.
no, no, no,
Every
no,
time he
no, 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 no,
mentions
no, 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 no.
Every
Vegas.
name drop is a shot.
Yeah.
No, 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 no,
Or,
no, no,
or
no,
in
no,
a
no.
minute he'll tell you how much money he spent somewhere. Watch. Go ahead.
No. Okay. Well, I don't know what to say now.
So what happened in Vegas, man? Tell me what happened in Vegas. You
Oh,
already put
I
it out
asked.
Money
there.
did you
I
win?
asked. I asked them about. I didn't play any slots or anything like that. I was there to work, have a good time about it. But yeah, I asked them. And I said, hey, well, I had a funny story, but I said, hey, don't get this the wrong way. But when man, I don't know if I should tell you guys this story. Well, okay, like that. Well, Margot invited me to her record label because she was the only artist for that record label, and so I met her, I guess, bosses and stuff. And I guess she was real nervous, so she was rubbing up on my shoulder and my chest. And then we were about to separate,
What does
and
that
her.
mean? Like, were your nipples getting hard? Why'd you say that?
Wait a second.
Why is that important?
Wait. Well, when we separated, her sleeve got caught in my zipper.
Wow.
So which zipper are we talking about here?
Well, I only had one zipper.
Oh my
So
god.
she was like
So-
rubbing you.
But it was a brand new outfit, and she didn't want to rip it, so she got down to her knees and tried to finagle it out of my
Maybe you
zipper.
should stop with that story.
I know, and I told her brother that, and he said, "Oh, okay, so now I'm supposed to punch you out, right?" Now I said, like that. So, but
Wow,
now I
that
told
you're.
her,
There's certain things you just need to hold in, man.
I know.
You're telling the brother
I'm a-
that she, like,
I'm an open
come
book.
on,
Don't-
that's just
I told
that's
him
just party
I
foul
warned
right
him.
there.
Okay, so I warned him, and he said, "Nah, that's okay.
Yeah.
I gotcha." So that's my
Anyway,
Margot.
so
Oh, I had a crush on Margot back in the day too.
you had a crush on everybody. Anyway,
And you know what? She actually, I was trying to look her up like a year or two ago. She was actually semi engaged to a famous comedian.
Imagine that.
But I forgot it. He's a real popular. He's an old white guy with gray hair. I think he has a whiskey brand. I can't remember. I got a bad memory, but
yeah,
yeah.
they've
but
done the
it-
circuit. Yeah.
yeah.
Ron
Do you know-
Ron something? Is it Ron something?
Yeah, Ron White. That's it. Ron
That's
White. She
That's what I
she
was trying to think of too.
Yeah, she
Ron
was
White.
dating him and lived with him for a long time.
Wow.
He's pretty funny, too.
Really?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
they were engaged and then called it off, and she was pissed.
Shit, he didn't want to give up half. That's why.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Because he's pretty good. He's pretty good. So let's talk about Smiley. I mean, so
Yeah.
back in the day, she was again real big supporter and stuff. And you guys actually, you guys would actually sponsor bands, right? I mean,
Oh wow.
for a while there, you had like bands that were yours.
Yeah,
Did
we
you
had,
manage them, or how did that work?
Well, so what we did was, yes and no. We had about 10 bands, and we would help them, get booked in different places. And of course, at that time, way before COVID, we could get them. If we could book them, let's say in Waco, then Fort Worth could get a cheaper price to get them booked over here. That's
Okay.
how the game works. So, so we were doing that, and anything that we could do to help, keep them going. Ram and I started this, the internet radio station mainly because of the love of music. We both grew up on Tejano music, and so it was for the love of music to support the bands, because a lot of these bands, they get lowballed, and
Yes.
they still have the cost of, and you guys being Nemo, especially, being out in the industry, your camera costs you money. So people don't really realize everything that goes into performing, their equipment, the gas, their vehicles. Yeah, it's their choice to do it, but at the same time, if they didn't do it, we wouldn't have this music. So, yeah, so we were supporting, helping support a lot of bands, about 10 bands, and we just...
Name them.
what
Can
would-
you name them?
Yeah.
I
I know
know.
Presión was a big one, right?
Yeah, Presión was one of ours. Conjunto Barajas de Oro, Grupo
Baraja,
Prestigio.
Prestigio.
Um, we had. Oh my gosh, we had. I can't remember the rest of them.
Conjunto,
those
did y'all have Conjunto Romo?
um, no, we didn't. We didn't sign Conjunto Romo. We didn't sign them. But I still have the contracts.
Okay.
But what we did
Uh,
in exchange, we didn't. A lot of the promoters these days, they book you somewhere and they get a percentage of what they make. So to us, we were like, man, that's your money you're trying to make. So we were just trying to help them any way we could. So we asked them at the end of your contract, all that we ask is that you give us one free performance, and it's one set, and it cannot be a quinceañera, it can't be a wedding, um, it has to be, at a venue. Because quinceañeras and weddings, things like that, those are private events, and that's where their money is. So we did a lot of, we did our, I think our 5-year anniversary of the station at Sam's Saloon, and that's when we brought in Conjunto Prestigio, and then Presión closed out the show. So yeah,
Sweet. Wow. I mean, even if it was a whole year, you guys booking them and stuff and bringing them in money, and then I don't see why one show, even if it was a quince or a wedding, I don't know why that would make any difference. A day's a
yeah, it's
day,
just a
and
performance. Yeah.
yeah.
yeah,
I mean,
it's
good for
us.
y'all. You felt that you
Yeah,
were taking advantage of them, and good for you. So,
yeah,
so
Well, Bobby has a question for you. It says,
yes.
"Is Texican radio strictly Tejano, or do you play Mexican music as well?"
So that is why we didn't call our station Tejano whatever, because being Tejanos, we love everything. So
Hmm.
we play. I'm not gonna say I'm not a fan of conjunto. I just am not very well versed in it. So
Hmm.
Ram, that's where Ram comes in. Ram loves conjunto. So yeah, our station plays pretty much anything.
That's like Latin, or
Yeah.
do you play
Well, no,
rock,
no.
country?
Um, we do, we
so
do. We
y'all play
it's just not as much.
Grupo Firme, people
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
Ram. Yeah, that's Ram's one of his favorites.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
That's
Well,
good because I overall I think the market it should change that way. I think to involve or to be able to incorporate those other genres, I think it's good because it's a good mix. Kano
Yeah,
In has hip hop and it has Tejano and it does all that. So why can't we add regional Mexican to it? So
yeah. I mean, that's. I think that just brings out all your genres, your tejanos. Especially now because there's not so much. I know everybody says that tejano music is dying. It's not dying, but we're getting a lot of new artists, and those new artists, they have merged with bringing in a little bit of bachata or reggaeton with tejano. I know that Sunny Sauceda has a new song. I was listening to it on our way to Eagle Pass, or on our way back, I think. One of the two. Anyways, it was pretty cool. It's an oldies, but he put in some Tejano in there. So it was really cool. So you got to check him out. He's got a new music out. But yeah, I mean, and just like what Sunny said, it's just you've got us being Tejanos. We just like everything, and you've got to bring that all in together to keep the music going.
yeah, that's true.
absolutely.
Well, there's an ongoing question that we have, or theme, and we it's been said that it's Tejano dying, and I don't think it's dying or anything like that, but we don't have the 18 to 25 crowd. Is there?
So in saying
Okay.
that, it's actually evolving.
Hmm.
So you've got to kind of change with the times. So there's so many young artists that are out.
Yes, a lot of
Um,
females.
yes,
A
yeah,
lot of
yeah, a
females.
lot of
Yes,
females. I was like, wow, great, good job for the girls.
yes,
Girl power.
yes.
But
But it seems like the female Tejano artist is the hardest one to make it or to the hardest
exactly,
workers. They're the hardest
yeah,
workers, and they don't get the same respect as
no.
the
True.
other.
Yeah.
And I don't know why. I don't know why. I mean, they're just as
I
good.
um, I think so. I'm not a singer or anything, but being in this industry, um, I'm not going to say I was one of the first female MCs because I don't know, but I know that when we were got introduced to Chuitos, um, he said, "Oh, so you're the female MC I've been hearing about." And I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, I really don't know, but okay, great. I hope it's me, and I hope it was a good thing." But in saying that, it's hard for us females to step into the men's realm, because the guys are like, oh, she can't do it, she can't sing, or, she can't bring in the crowd, and it's hard, these guys, a lot of guys are not like Ram. Ram's like, hey, I'm all about the girl power. Whatever you want to do, I've got you. I'll support you, whatever. But a lot of guys that are in the industry just are like, they feel like the women are going to just take it over, and there's not going to be any men's song for them to feel the machismo, or whatever. And it's just the same as us females that are DJs or that are MCs. I mean, there's several women that are DJs and just DJs, but there's women that are DJs and MCs. There's being a DJ is very hard in itself because you have to concentrate on your music. But then when you have somebody asking for a request, or if you're doing your station and you're trying to work the camera, work the laptop, it's a lot. So it makes it easier when there's two people. So that's why Ram, he does the music for me and I do the MC. But again, a lot of men just don't feel like it's women's place to be in the industry, whether you're singing or you're DJing.
Okay, so why do you choose MC rather than DJ? Or what's the difference in your opinion? Or,
Um, I'm better at running my mouth than I am mixing music.
so
And
do
there
you
you
do,
go. There's your answer right
right,
there.
so do you do like quinceañeras and weddings, or are you
Yes,
strictly
yes.
internet?
No, so aside from having an internet radio station, we also have our DJ service, which is called Texican Entertainment. And in that DJ service, we've also incorporated, I'm starting to start um, helping bands again, start promoting bands. So
So you still book them?
yes, yeah. So
Okay.
I'm starting to do that again. I let go of it once everybody did their contract and, they did their part. Then, and then COVID hit and everything. It was hard for me to call a club from Waco and say, hey, I want to bring in this band, and then call a club from Fort Worth when there was no clubs because the clubs in Fort Worth were, now they were changing into norteño because a lot of the Tejano clubs were not there. We just recently Insomnia came in. So, but to answer your question about what is if there is a difference or eh, on the DJ and the MC, again, it takes those two people I feel like to be the perfect DJ, it takes those two people. One to concentrate on the music and making sure that he or she is watching the crowd and making sure that they're having a good time, where the MC is just continuing to hype up the crowd.
Yeah.
And and yeah, we have a DJ service, which is Texican Entertainment, and then bringing in the bands as well, and then we have the Texican
You have a
radio.
team of DJs, right? Or do you also have a team of DJs? Or
So again, freaking COVID.
yeah, yeah. I feel you.
So
I was in the
we,
same bucket as you guys. We stopped for 2 years because of COVID. So
yeah,
yeah. So
and I didn't know one of our DJs from San Antonio. His name is DJ Ches. He went on his own because he played different music. He played um, like Little Susie, music like that. Um,
when you
I'm
say
not good.
music like that, what does that mean?
Like
What's wrong with
was
that
it
music?
Latin hip hop, right?
Yeah, I mean that's
I,
that's a
Again,
big
that's why I'm not a DJ.
yeah.
But Latin hip hop. So he plays music, that kind of music. He can do Tejano, but it's just like with me. I'm not very versatile in the conjunto. I can do Tejano all
Mhm.
day long, but so that was his thing. But he went ahead and did his station, and it's just that the Latin hip hop music,
Mm.
which they call San Antonio Street. Um, but anyway, so he was telling us that he was able to collect I think, unemployment for just the DJ service
Sweet.
because of COVID. He was out of work technically, even though he has
Yeah.
he has a 9 to 5 job. But yeah, so he was one of ours in San Antonio, and then now he's on his own. We still have DJ Tejano Joe, which is he's a local in the Fort Worth area. So
And
This is not the Tejano Joe that was on Kick FM.
no,
no.
no, this is
Okay.
another one.
Because
So
he's an elementary teacher from last time I remember.
there goes the name dropping. Uh, so who was the other one? The Castillo guy. You had a.
So Anthony Kit Castillo, he's the drummer that I was telling you about that he used to play with Tormento back when he was like 12
Okay.
years old. Yeah.
Got it.
So
Alright.
he plays with country bands right now. He's played with Josh Abbott. He's played with No Justice. He's played with. He's playing with Joey Green right now, which he'll be performing Friday. So
Where at?
it's a new bar that just opened. It's called Tana Hills. It's in the Stockyards.
Okay.
Yeah, I gotta check it out. Which is it sucks that it's just open space though. Like there's no seating. Yeah, you can purchase a VIP ticket for I don't know what, because it's just open. It's open or just standing room.
Like Deep Ellum Live. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm like, oh, it's crazy.
So, okay.
So do you put also like do outdoor concerts?
Yeah, so I am
Is
actually
that-
Route 67. We are going to do one there March 24th. So
They're in
any
Waco.
vendors-
Where they at?
in Alvarado.
Alvarado.
So if you know where Burleson is,
Yeah,
like
it's real close.
15, 20 minutes from Burleson. But yeah, we are going to bring in Químicos, this one, and we're also going to bring in Conjunto Prestigio to do the performances out there.
So it's
And
a
then,
big,
of course-
big Mexican crowd, the Tejano crowd out there.
So there is a lot of Mexicanos. So that was the thing that Route 67 said. Look, we know that there's a lot of Hispanic people out here. We want to tap into that, but we don't know how. Because like I said, they bring in a lot of country bands. So my name got mentioned to them, and they're like, so we thought we'd, get connected with you. And it's like, okay, well, cool. Let me see what I can do. So Químicos was actually supposed to play twice. Well, they were supposed to play once, and it was a misscheduling. So then the second time, it was bad weather. We knew that the cold was coming in, so we're like, okay, this is going to hurt us. So we all agreed that let's bring it in for a springtime festival. So we're like, okay, we'll do that. And but that one time that we canceled, so I became a mom of all pages, dude. I became mom of Burleson, mom of Alvarado, mom of Venus, mom of Godly, mom of Cleburne. I got on all those pages, and I was posting all the flyers. So then,
What does that mean, a mom? What does that mean, like? a
so
mom of-
the moms of like Burleson, like a lot of
Facebook
moms
groups?
it's a Facebook group. They get on these pages, and
Oh, okay.
ask questions about this or that. So I did that, and so the weekend that we had the second weekend that we had to cancel, the next day the lady from Route 67, her name is Kristen Brown. She said, hey, we had a lot of people come in that were new. I said, by chance, were they Mexican? She goes, yes. And I was like, yes, job well done. Even though I went on the pages and canceled, they still showed up because a lot of them, I was getting a lot of responses saying that they've never heard of the place and, wanted to go and check it out. So at least they went and checked it out. Now they know what they're going to be, looking at when we actually have
When
music.
I do bring a band. Oh, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Chemical's good. They put on a good show.
Yeah. We actually went to is it Knockout Sports Bar in Fort Worth.
Right.
So we went there to go watch them, and I was videoing, and that's when Kristen and her husband, Bo, they messaged me and they're like, "We want to bring this band," and I was like, "Are you sure?" Because there's a lot of them, so it's not going to be cheap.
Yeah. There is a lot of them.
But they're amazing.
Like one of those banda bands that have a lot
Yeah.
of people to their band.
They're amazing cumbia group. I've always said that they're a hidden secret of Fort Worth, just because they, not a lot of people know them. Even though years ago, so we've known Raymond for 20 something years now. And we knew him when he first had Amistad. Amistad, he and then they were signed to Univision. So there was a big old fallout with them, and so now they are regrouping and doing their own band. But yeah, it was they liked them and they said they want them. So I was like, okay,
Good, yeah. They well deserved.
Now
yes,
you said
yeah.
you said that you videotape these people. Do you also have a YouTube channel? I
You know
mean, that
what?
you show or
So I do. I have not. I've been playing with this idea in my head. Um, but we've had the YouTube channel for a long time because when we first started, I think maybe the second year that we had our station, we actually would do our station and link it into the YouTube. So
okay,
we would run, I guess, through both, through the station and through YouTube. So yeah, we have a YouTube channel. It's just not being used right now.
okay,
What's his name? Texican?
I think it's under Texican. Yeah, yeah.
okay. Do you do
So yeah.
TikTok or anything like that? Any other
I'm
social
not.
media
You know what?
besides
I'm
Facebook?
old. I'm old, so
Get with the program.
I
We
know.
need to bring the youngsters in.
We
I
got to
know.
get the young
So
crowd.
we I say we. So my best friend, she's my bestest best friend. She's my sidekick. Her name is Yolanda, and
Shout out to Yoli.
yes, shout
Yep.
out to my girl. I always call her my cupcakes. She's my cupcakes.
Okay.
But anyway, so her and I and Ram and my daughter, we went to have dinner. And so my daughter was given, believe it or not, Yoli is not too tech savvy either. So she was giving us a tutorial on how to use Snapchat and TikTok and all these other things. It's like, oh, this is so cool. We're like, yeah, here's our one-on-one.
With the filters.
Yeah, well, no, with and without the filters, and how you can delete people, how you can add people,
Oh
and how
wow.
you can.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't have a Snapchat, so I wouldn't know, but I see the
I don't think I do
filters.
either.
So
Or it's I don't.
yeah, maybe she could come on and show. Hey, that'll be a segment for the show.
Yes,
How
yeah,
to
Yeah.
use social media.
You said you
yeah.
have a daughter. How old's your daughter?
My daughter is 26.
Okay. Well, she's not on TikTok and all that.
Um, I think she is, yeah. But like I said, I got the TikTok page or whatever, but I have yet to use it.
I think I started TikTok and I put 3 videos,
I
Uh-huh.
know.
shorts.
This is supposed to be one of our promotional platforms, and then you go and don't even use it.
I'm going through a lot. I still have that construction in Tucson I'm working on.
Here we go.
No, it's true. It's a lot. So again, when we started our station, I think that was right about the time that well, yeah, because our grandson's gonna be 10 this next year. So it was right about the time that I had lost my job, and that I was working for the hospital. I was a medical assistant, and so they said, you know what, we're gonna give you a severance pay, and then after that, yes, please file for unemployment. So right about that time is when we found out that my daughter was pregnant, and so I was able to stay home while she went to
Oh,
school and take care of the
That's good.
baby.
oh,
So it was a
that's a
blessing in
blessing.
disguise.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
it was definitely a blessing in disguise. So thank you, Jesus. But that is when I did a lot more on social media because I did the Google Plus, the Instagram, the Twitter, the Facebook, the Google had something else that I was working on. So 8 hours a day, no lie, was where I was working on promotionals. And people would always tell me, "You're always on your phone. You don't ever talk. You don't ever hang out." I'm working. I get paid for this, so I have to do this.
Ah,
And so yeah, it's a lot of work. I get you, buddy.
Yes.
It's a lot of
We
work.
we still don't have Facebook because I don't know anything about Facebook too much.
What?
I have my own personal page, and I
Uh,
just link my YouTube show to it, and for all my friends, and that's about it. I need it. Do I have to have? I probably should do one for, Tejano Talk or It's Tejano Time.
yes,
But
definitely.
I don't know if I should do a personal page like that or a group or business or what. I don't know.
well,
And
You got the
I
daughter
was
right there
hoping
to
Nemo
show
would
you.
know how to do it, but
Yeah, no, Nemo's way too busy for this stuff. You're lucky I'm here every Tuesday. That's all I got to say.
no, no joke. And it's
You're
last
lucky.
minute thing.
I get you, Nemo, because it is so hard. Like, especially with us,
Yes.
we're always booking quinceañeras or wedding or something, and so I'm like, okay, well, we got to meet them because I always want to be in front of them. I don't like to do anything over the phone or via text or via email. If I have to, I'll do it, but I really like to sit down one on one with people. That gives me the opportunity to sell them something, but also at the same time, I can read their body language. And, if they're not feeling something, then that gives me that opportunity to toss something else and get rid of what they weren't really feeling. And so it's been Ram says that I've been the big seller just because I do all the MC for them. We've come across a lot of quinceañeras and weddings that, like, well, we need somebody to announce our padrinos or announce this, and the DJ sounds like crap, or the DJ doesn't want to do it, so it's where Ram says you're the selling point. You're the selling
Yeah,
package.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
When I was doing the show back in the '90s to make a little extra money, I used to videotape weddings like that. Do you do any of that too? I mean, you MC or because that's what do you call that? It's called a an add-on, or you could
Well, so
upcharge them for that.
we right. So we do that.
Uh-huh.
I'm trying to start the Smiley Creations, which is where I have all your vendors. You come to me, I can get you your cake person, I can get you your person to do the catering, your
Like a
person to do
wedding
your
planner.
linens. Yes.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to call it a wedding planner because I don't want to just limit it to weddings because I can do events. I can pull your event
Event
together as
coordinator.
well.
Event
Yeah.
planner, yeah.
Yeah,
Coordinator.
so
Yes.
that's why I just said Smiley Creations. Let me
I
create
like
what
that
you
name.
want.
Nice, yeah,
Yes.
absolutely. Yeah, good
You
for
got
you.
Yeah.
she'll list weddings, quinceañeras, and so on.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
corporate events.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
here's where you plug your email. How do they get a hold of you for that?
Oh yes.
You can go to Texican Entertainment at yahoo.com.
Okay. Yahoo.
My personal email, and everybody asks me, what is that? And I was like, it's a sister to Yahoo. I have Ymail. My personal email is
Oh
Ymail.
wow.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I
And
haven't
everybody,
seen one of those in a long time.
yeah, and people always say, put Gmail. And they're like, no, it's the letter
Wow.
Y. It's a sister to Yahoo.
They try to
Okay.
copy Gmail pretty much.
Right.
Yeah. Dang, I
I
know,
don't even
buddy.
know how I came across that. I think it was just trying to get another email address for just me, and it popped up to a Ymail. I was like, okay, that's fine. I'll take it.
So you guys still gonna cover the award shows and stuff? You also do that because I know y'all were pretty heavy in that. Orlando, she used to actually take her bands with her and book them hotels and stuff. That's how
Oh
much she
wow.
was really
That was
supporting them.
nice.
That was crazy. Whenever she told me that, I was like, wow.
Yeah.
That's they were They were truly invested in the Tejano
In the
market.
Tejano market, yeah, definitely. We have
So are you
not
going to the
done.
awards?
No, we're not going to go to the awards. Now that Fierro is up and running, and has become a bigger market, which is great, because it's still an internet radio station, but it's just a bigger brand, and it also has an attachment of FM radio.
But
So
Fierro is 107.5
yes,
HD.
yes,
Okay.
yeah, the HD, yeah. So they have taken over the awards, which is great. I applaud them, and especially for being able to San Antonio to be able to have, like, I think, what, 4 or 5 radio stations, not just internet, but
Yeah, but back
regular.
in the day, they would include everybody. Everybody, they would include the small mom and pops. They would include us.
Yeah,
And all of a sudden we weren't able to get credentials anymore.
exactly.
It's
That's
like
what I'm saying.
after that, I was like, okay, bye con Dios. And ever since then, I've never been back,
Yeah,
Yeah.
and stuff. And
Yeah.
because they got too big, it's
yeah,
just it's wrong of them to you know, just pick like the big guys because
yeah.
it's mainly made up of us, you
Uh-huh.
know. And I think we reported incorrectly as well that they were charging a $50 handling fee.
I
Oh,
think
are
so.
they?
No, because
was
I went
close to
online.
50%.
And I wanted to purchase two tickets, and it was only $13.
Oh,
So,
well, they changed it up.
okay, possibility. But
Okay.
I know I checked that out, and I said, well,
Uh,
I think
and
it's wrong.
remember I was telling you like at Tejano West they have
Uh-huh.
Ramon Ayala and DLG David Lee Garza, and a couple weeks ago, I asked Nemo, guess how much they're charging, and he said like $50, and I said no, it's 20, 25 like that. Well, I just checked it today, and it's 55, it's 45 and 55,
Yeah,
45 before 8, and so they
that's
changed
about
it.
right though
Well,
for Ramon
yeah,
Ayala.
but they changed the prices just I guess the same thing as the TMA did.
Yeah, yeah.
But, yeah. So I wish I could
So
go to the TMA,
yeah,
but
yeah,
going to the
I know.
Aggie
I mean,
game,
it's yeah. Here we go.
going to the
Hey,
Aggie game.
so I ran into you one time, and whenever I was talking to you about the show, and then you were concerned that Oraldo didn't know who was it, Latin Express or who was
I
it?
know. Oh my gosh, who was
I
it?
do know who Latin Express. I just couldn't
No,
remember the name.
yeah, no,
Oh my gosh, who was it? Yeah, I was like, man, so he's been in the industry this long and he didn't know. Man, I cannot even remember who it was. But yeah,
yeah,
Well,
I was.
yeah.
there are a lot of people I didn't know, like Signal,
Yeah,
Signal.
Signal.
Yeah, I didn't know
Signal.
who they were like a year ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, I'm probably gonna tell this story wrong. I'm sorry. I feel like I hear background. Anyway, so I'm probably gonna tell the story wrong, but let me see if I can try. So one of our DJs, he's no longer with us because of course, our station and COVID and everything. But we're planning on bringing him back. He is from El Valle. His name is Chris Ramirez. He is actually with Ruben Vela Jr. right now.
Very nice.
So, Chris and Lucky Joe and Jesse Turner. There's a couple others. They were like all in a band together, if I remember correctly. And so they kind of, they started really young and all branched from Ruben Vela. So it was, for them to all grow and become their own. It
Become
was
their
just,
own.
yeah,
Branch
it was
out.
amazing, yeah. And Chris was telling us that he learned a lot of what he plays. He's an accordion player from Ruben Vela. Yeah,
When I
it's
first
He was
heard
a,
of when I first heard of Lucky Joe, I thought that was a joke. So
oh
Lucky
my.
Joe, I was going, and I said, "Wait, is that true? That's a band? I mean, a guy is, you know,
You know who you guys need to interview?
who's
Um,
that?
Lucky J. Do you know who Lucky J is?
No.
He is. I think he's. I'm gonna say he's 16, but he's a
Oh wait, is he a
DJ.
DJ? He's got
Yeah,
these
yeah,
glasses. I
yes.
did. I think I met him at
oh, here we go.
Vegas.
Another shot.
Yeah.
Another shot.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. You know what? I'm gonna do a name drop.
Oh, there we go. That's what I'm talking about.
That'll be a first for our show, for Dave Doc.
So, we used to manage Neon Nights, which was a bar here in Fort Worth. So we were
Wait,
coming
that's
out
in
of
the
Neon Nights.
Stockyards, wasn't it?
No.
No, it's up at
It's
28th
off
Street.
of 28th.
Okay, because there was one that's I think it was
Neon
Neon
Moon.
something.
Neon Moon.
Neon Moon,
Moon,
that's it.
yeah.
Okay. Okay, sorry
So
about that.
we were coming out of Neon Nights, and right now where Insomnia is, it was something else. So David
Down the
Farias,
Spurs.
yeah, I think that's what it was. Yeah, so David Farias had just played there, and so of course we're ending the night. We're coming out of Neons, so we kind of like we're walking, in the parking lot. So he's coming with his bus, and he jumps out and he goes, "Is that Smiley? That's Smiley!" Of course, David Farias is he's small,
Yeah.
so he jumps out of his bus, takes off running. He goes, "Smiley, hey, how are you?" I was like, "Oh, hey." Meanwhile, while we're talking, Ram jumps into his bus and takes off with it, and I was like, "Wow!"
Wait.
He's like, "Hey."
This is not your
Ram
Ram.
your,
This is
Ram your husband
Yeah.
or Ram
singer.
Herrera?
Ram,
Okay.
Ram, my husband, takes
Uh-oh.
off in David
The
Farias'
audio?
van.
Yeah, well,
Did you?
yeah. Was he trying to do a trade off or what? What was going on there?
I know, right? He just took off, and I was like, "Wow."
Check.
Ram thought it was funny.
So
Did you lose
we,
us, buddy?
yeah,
Check, check,
I
audio.
think. Uh oh.
Graham thought it was funny.
Uh oh. See? So we can hear
Check,
you.
check.
Yeah.
We can hear you. Can you see? Oh, so he's offline
Oh,
now. Well,
oh, bye,
well,
bye.
maybe, well, maybe it's time to wrap up the show anyway. You want to plug anything?
Audio.
No, I
Check,
didn't.
check.
Oh, he's back.
Check, 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 check.
Can you-
Audio.
You,
No audio?
Check.
Yes, audio.
we can
Check,
hear
check,
you.
check. Audio.
We can hear you. Okay. Just, just
Just
stay right
continue.
there. Just stay right there. Just sit there and
Check,
look
check.
pretty.
Audio. Check, check, check. Check, check, check.
You're
audio.
killing me, Smalls.
Check, check,
You're
check.
killing me.
Check, check.
Just, okay. Just,
Check, check.
oh my goodness.
That is
So-
hilarious.
Yes.
Anyway, so look forward to March 24th at Route 67 in
Olivia.
Alvarado, Texas.
I mean, Nemo.
to do it.
Check, check.
We can hear you.
Wait, let me tell him. Let me text him.
He's like, I'm out of here. Oh, now we can't hear him.
Thank goodness. All right. So you're gonna do that big event in Route 67.
Route 67, yes.
Alvarado,
In-
Texas.
in
Off of what? Is it
Alvarado.
off of 35? What is it off of?
It's off of, it's 1387 US 67.
Oh, it's
1380.
okay. 60.
Yeah,
Okay.
off of 67, yeah. So you get into Alvarado, you take a left, and just follow it down, and it'll be on the right.
We went to Gali the other night, and that was just crazy far. That was crazy far.
You thought that
But
was
anyway.
crazy far?
Yeah. That's another show. So let's let's wrap it up. Thank you very much, Smiley. Thank you very much for coming on. I
Yes,
appreciate it. I know it was kind of
definitely.
last minute. We're trying to have Jorge because he has that deal coming up on the 25th. I think
Oh,
26th.
Serata. Yeah.
Lasso, and we're trying to hook him up. And then Frank T, we're hoping to have him next week and stuff. So it should be a good show. So,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
but other than that, thank you very much.
Definitely,
Thank
definitely.
you
Thank y'all
everybody
for
else for
having me.
chatting in and chiming in. And I don't know if he's going to be able to cut off the show or not, but I'm going to say adios.
Adios.
I don't know. Okay. I wonder if you could hear that. Oh, okay. So he's watching it on YouTube, I'm assuming.
He's going to turn it on his phone.
Okay, there's going to be a delay. Turn off the feed. We said goodbye already.